Hi, welcome back to the session. In this section, we are going to deal with the design of column bases, that is unit 2 in the module 4. In column bases, we come across two types. One is slab base, another one is gusset base. Slab base and the gusset base. Why we need these bases? We are going to provide these base for the columns. Columns may be of channel section, I section, or whatever may be the section. It may be a rectangular section. We are going to provide a basis. There are two types, slab and gusset. Now, only there are two types of problem, that is slab based problems and gusset based problems, simple unit. Now, if we come to the slab base, let us take the example and let us come to know that which are all the steps are there. Here we come across mainly 2 to 3 steps, that is all. Example, design a slab base for a column ISHP 300 at 58.8 kg per meter subjected to a service load of 1500 kilonewton. This is very important, whether the given load is service load, working load or factored load. Service load, working load means normal load, factored load means the partial safety factor is already multiplied. So, it is normal load. The grade of the concrete for pedestal is M20 and SBC of the soil is 180 kilonewton per meter square. Pedestal is nothing but the thing, concrete thing which is provided below the column and the base plate. Design the slab base and the concrete base with welded connection. Here we need to design slab base as well as the concrete base. First, if we come to the base plate, here we come across three things. That is, one is the length, another one is the breadth and another one is thickness. Here we need to know the length, breadth and thickness. If we come to the design of the base plate means the length and breadth, we are going to call that one as size. So, if we come to the size of the slab base, then first the given column load is 1500 kilonewton, therefore, ultimate load will become 1.5 into the given load 2250. Therefore, area of the slab base is given by load divided by bearing pressure. Area of the slab base is given by load divided by bearing pressure, and bearing pressure or bearing capacity of the concrete is given by 0.45 FCK, where FCK is the grade of the concrete, it is given as 20. So, the load, factored load divided by 0.45 into grade of the concrete, you will get it as 250 into 10 power 3, take it as 1. Here the area of the slab base, consider this as the slab base, area will be length into breadth. Okay. Then take that one as equation 1. Now, we can show it pictorially. The given section is I section. Here we are looking from the top view. The given section is I section and this is the base plate of width B and length L. And the dimensions of the column are width is 250 and the height is 300, it is ISHP 300. The projection in this direction, let us call that one as A. Projection means from the extreme edge to the start of the column. Here in this direction it is A, Y direction. In X direction, let us take the projection from the extreme edge to the start of the column, let that one as B. Therefore, length will become nothing but from ear to ear. How much is from ear to ear? 300. Therefore, from this side A, this side A. So, 300 plus 2A, like that. B, width, from ear to ear it is 250, this side it is B, this side it is B, it will become 250 plus 2B. Therefore, provide the same projection. Assume that we are providing the same projection, nothing but A will be equal to B. These two we are going to call that one as projections. Assume, let us provide A is equal to B. Therefore, from the equation 1, that is from this equation, so substitute the values of L and B and that is equal to 250 into 10 power 3. L and B we calculated. So, wherever B is there, put it as A, since we took A is equal to B or B is equal to A. So, from the equation 1, if we solve this one, we are going to get A value, that is nothing but A is equal to B. Then we got 112.8, round up to the highest number. So, let us take that one as 120 mm. Then we know the L and B equation here. So, substitute the values of A and B, you are going to get capital L and B, that is length and width. So, we got it as 540 and 490 mm, we got the size. Let us go to the second step, that is thickness of the slab base, given in the page number 47, the formula. Thickness of the slab base Ts is given by square root of 2.5 into W into A square minus 0.3 B square into gamma m naught divided by Fi. This value should be greater than Tf. So, thickness of the flange. Here we got A is equal to B is equal to 120 mm, gamma m naught it is constant 1.1, Fi also constant 250. Then W is nothing but upward soil pressure, or we can also call that one as concrete pressure, that is given by load divided by area. Load we got it as 2250 into 10 power 3. See here, the factored load is 2250 kilonewton, that is 2250 into 10 power 3 load divided by area. L into B we calculated in the previous step, 540 by 490. Substitute, you are going to get 8.5 Newton per mm square. Therefore, thickness of the slab base is given by the formula. Substitute all the values, where we got Ts as 30.7 mm and it is more than the thickness of the flange, that is 10.6 mm, therefore ok. How you get to know? Here it is given as ISHB 300. If you look into the steel table, you are going to get Tf, thickness of the flange, that is 10.6 mm. Whatever the value we got, slab base thickness that is greater than the Tf, therefore it is ok. Therefore, provide a slab base of 540 by 490 by round up this value 30.7 we got, round up to the 32, so 32 mm. Because in thickness plates there are some standard thickness given in the steel table that is readily available in the factory. So, whenever we got the thickness, we will round up to the highest number. Then second step is over. If we come to the third step, design of slab base is over. We got length, breadth and thickness. Then design of concrete base. The load on the column is 1500 kilonewton. Self weight of the concrete, we are going to take 10% of the column load as self weight, that is 150 kilonewton. Total it will be 1650 kilonewton. Therefore, area of the concrete base is given by working load divided by SBC of the soil. Working load we are going to get it as 1650 kilonewton, and SBC of the soil, that is shape bearing capacity of the soil or upward soil pressure, we calculated W, that is the upward soil pressure or SBC, as 8.5 Newton per millimeter square. So, substitute one minute, SBC of the soil, SBC of the soil is given as 180 kilonewton per meter square. So, substitute the values, you are going to get 9.16 meter square. Therefore, provide the square base. Square base means take the square root of the total area we got. We are going to get 3.02 meters. So, round up to the nearest value. Let us take that one as 3 meters. Since it is a square, both side the dimensions will be same. Therefore, take 3 meter by 3 meter. Okay. This is the column. Below the column, base plate will be provided. Below the base plate, concrete base will be there. Okay. This is concrete putting. Why we are going to provide this base plate, since in order to avoid the punching action, suppose if it is the column, if it is the concrete base, if I punch it, what will happen? The punching action, or in simple words, it is going to punch the concrete, or it is going to make some settlement over there. So, in order to avoid that one, we are going to provide in between the base plate. So, it will avoid that punching action, direct punching action. So, column, then slab base, then concrete base. Column, slab base, we got the dimensions, then concrete base we got by 3 meter by 3 meter. So, okay. And this is the slab base, this is the concrete base, side wave it is, and this is the projection we left out. Let us assume that the load is dispersing, nothing but entire load is going to act on the concrete base. The load is dispersing at an angle of 45 degree. Therefore, we are going to get this capital D depth equal to 1.25 meter. How? That is nothing but here we are going to form a right angle triangle. This angle is 45, this angle, this side is 1.25. Therefore, opposite side by adjacent side is tan theta. Therefore, tan 45 is equal to D divided by 1.25, or D is equal to 1.25 into tan 45. Tan 45 is 1. Therefore, you are going to get D is equal to 1.25 meters. Understood? So, depth, D is nothing but depth we got. Therefore, concrete base is 3 meter by 3 meter by 1.25 meter. This is regarding slab base. Now, that is all for this slab base problem. Thank you.